We'll do the boxing thing tomorrow early. Today I don't think I'm gonna go on any e-date. I'm not gonna play any games. I'm tired.
Workers climb thin palm trees
I'm gonna wait.
in the Amazon rainforest.
We'll sleep.
Ela pode
We'll go hard.
em cima, no pegar do cacho,
What the
ela
fuck?
quebrar. No meio que ela é frágil.
These berries have become one of the most popular so-called superfoods in the US, and they aren't cheap. One bowl can cost up to $15. And while
What?
the berry has exploded in popularity in recent decades, small farms like this haven't really been able to cash in.
A gente fica com a menor parte do lucro aqui na comunidade, né?
To this day, most açaí in Brazil is harvested by families on small-scale farms. But big plantations are on the rise, putting pressure on families like Lucas Nogueira's and a way of life that goes back generations.
Bro, look at the feet, dude. Look at the fucking feet. What the fuck?
Plantations are on back generations, putting pressure on families like Lucas Nogueira's.
Bro, they're like
and a way of
hands.
life that goes back.
Look at the fucking band on his fingers. I mean, on like, bro, what the fuck?
Mas é uma dávida de Deus. Uma importância muito grande para nós,
Dude,
para alimentação, para
what?
sobrevivência.
So how did this Amazonian fruit become so trendy? And what is the true cost for the people who have been harvesting it for generations?
Dude, they must have jacked ass fucking feet. Like, their feet must be strong as fuck.
Vem junto. Aqui tem cacho.
They have to.
Açaí. Olha aqui, meu filho, açaí, ó.
We met
Yeah,
Lucas at the end
dude.
of the 2021
Yeah.
harvest, but there were still
It's
some
like
berries
hands.
left on a few trees. His family's farm is roughly 70
Dude,
miles
it's-
from Belém, the capital of the
It's incredible how much the body adapts to things. Like, I've been seeing a lot of people talk about like the fucking the walking around barefoot, right? And like the pygmies and things that have like feet that are like hands basically. You know, they like resemble like chimpanzee feet and stuff like that. Like they're strong feet, dude. We have fucking weak ass feet, man, in the West. Legitimately weak ass fucking feet, man. These people have so much muscle in them.
grows more than 90% of the acai produced.
Because of all the fucking support that we get for the
The
foot,
only
man.
tool they use to climb is a
Bro,
simple
look at their feet!
rope called a piconha. They used to be made of leaves.
Oh, wow.
Essa folha aqui, a gente pegava,
Good, grab it and
Ela-
twist it.
aí passava por aqui,
Oh.
fazia isso. Pra ver como o tempo vai mudando, né?
Wow, that's what they used to climb.
Today, Lucas's son Luis Fernando will go up.
Se tiver, só põe que tiver maduro, não tá que tiver paró. Pode subir, vai com cuidado.
The trunks are so thin that climbers have to be lightweight.
Oh my god, man.
Perigoso sim. O cara tá lá em cima e uma árvore quebrar. É arriscado o cara quebrar o braço, quebrar a pé.
Oh, he's using
At the top, they
boots.
swing from the tree to reach multiple bunches.
Bro, they do all that work so a fucking white girl in the US can be like, I don't know, acai bowl. All this fucking work, bro, for a fucking basic bitch. Who's like, I'm gonna get my acai bowl. Oh my god, let's get the Starbucks too. Jesus Christ. And all the jujitsu. All the jiu-jitsu guys. Also with their acai bowls, dude. Come on. Oh, fuck.
Going down can be dangerous too, especially while carrying a large knife and holding an armful of branches. Dropping them could damage the fragile fruit.
Graças a Deus eu nunca caí dessa iseira. Quero que isso não aconteça comigo.
Eu já caí 3 vezes na caseira. Não me bati nenhuma vez, graças a Deus.
Okay.
And the risks don't end at the climb.
Geralmente a gente anda...
Dude, yeah, bro. Yes, dude. All that work, dude. All that work, bro. All that fucking work, dude. From these people, man. Thousands of fucking generations, man. Thousands of refinement for this fucking basic bitch. To be like, ah, my coconut water, my acai bowl. Oh my god, dude. Jesus Christ, man. And in the meantime, these girls, they don't even know, bro. They don't even know what the fuck acai is. You know what I mean? Like, they have no idea, bro. Yeah, I'm in Mexico, dude. Like, for example, you'll get these white chicks, right? In the US, dude. Well, it's not always white chicks, but mostly. Okay, there's these chicks, right? They're like, oh my god, my avocado toast, my avocado toast. In the meantime, they don't know that most of the avocado in Mexico is actually ran by cartels. Because it sells really fucking, it's really expensive. So most of the avocado in Mexico that you guys are buying is actually from the cartels. And this isn't a joke, like you can check it out. And these girls, they have no idea, bro. These girls are like, oh my god, the cartels are so bad. And they're still paying the cartels so much money. Oh, bro, people are so fucking retarded. I swear, people are fucking retarded, dude. Do I want to move out? Listen, man, eventually we'll grow and I'll have to move. Right? Or I'll start doing streams in Spanish, which I have to do, actually. To interact with more people, man. I can interact with the whole fucking world. I speak English and Spanish, bro. That's the whole world.
Né? Que nem cobra.
Yeah. Yeah, but those basic bitches need the fucking avocado toast. Do I want to move
Chris
out?
and his family harvested 53 baskets like these in 2021.
Eventually, yes.
Of about $950. That's as little as 20 cents per pound. Meanwhile, a pound of processed acai sorbet can sell for $7 or more in the US.
Oh, dude, come on.
Part of the issue is that Lucas has to sell his acai as soon as possible because the fruit goes bad fast. That leaves farmers who don't have processing machines with little leverage to negotiate.
Oh, that's the issue.
Aqui na nossa comunidade, a gente vende para atravessador.
So they have to sell it fast. Ah, bro, so they're completely forced to sell it at whatever price they'll take it, because otherwise they can't sell it. Ah, fuck, dude.
Que vão beneficiar.
I'm getting ass, I'm a virgin.
Merchants bring the acai.
Stay away, ass.
Boat. It's a race against the clock to sell the fruit before it spoils, so markets run overnight.
Oh, wow.
Hoje, ele dura em máximo 48 horas. 72 é assim, extrapolando.
The price of the baskets varies every day, depending on the demand.
No, I want to grow. I want to entertain, that's what I want.
60.
Yeah, dude.
Most of
Wait,
the
hold on, what did it
acai
say?
produced
What did
in
it say?
the
What did it
state-
say? Dude, 48 hours is nothing. Average for a basket that much is 11 bucks. Oh my god. Yeah, so she can have the fucking balls in her.
Hoje,
No, I don't really give a fuck.
60.
Most of the acai produced in the state stays in Brazil, but exports have skyrocketed, growing about 14,000% between 2011
I'm not
and
a listen, man, I'm not a person like you who needs I'm not a guy like you who needs, oh my god, love me, please love me. I can't love myself. I love myself, buddy. I want a hug. I hug myself. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I hug myself. Yeah, I think I would. Yeah, I think I would. Yeah. I think eventually I'm gonna start doing bilingual streams. Yeah. I should.
Nos Estados Unidos custa R$80, 15 dólares.
Quanto?
15 dólares.
15 dólares? Não sabia não.
Oh, they didn't even know, bro. Hold on.
facility.
They don't even know how much the Starbucks coffee
Estados Unidos custa
acai bowl.
15
Dude, one acai bowl costs more than one of those baskets.
Some
What the
acai
fuck?
gets transported to processing facilities like North Açaí. Every day, 22 tons of fruit are turned into frozen pulp, the acai that most people outside of Pará are familiar with.
O açaí é uma películazinha com caroço. Então 95% do açaí é caroço.
Oh,
This is the
95%
stage where we
seed.
see the biggest jump in
Yeah,
price,
dude.
about 177%.
Esse produto tem que estar congelado em menos de 24 horas. Aí a gente vem pra cá, aonde aqui é o túnel de congelamento.
Congelamento.
Fica congelada nesses monoblocos, aonde a gente depois leva para a câmara de estocagem e guarda ele para vender ele no mercado internacional e nacional.
Not necessarily,
Today,
though.
more than 70% of Brazil's
Not
acai
necessarily, dude. There's a
exports
big
come from the
community
States.
in Mexico and in Spain.
Muito forte, tá? Na região da Flórida.
Maybe I'll do days. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
De norte a sul nós estamos bem
We'll see.
presentes.
The global market for acai is expected
Oh my
to reach
God,
nearly
man.
$2.1 billion by the end of 2020.
I've never had an acai bowl. I'm not gonna lie, man.
As fronteiras para consumir esse produto vamos aumentar.
I've never had one.
Acai's popularity took off in other Brazilian
Never had
states
one.
in the 1980s when it became part of workout culture in Rio and Sao Paulo. The bowls made regular appearances in this popular 90s soap opera that took place at a gym. Its high-calorie content made it a perfect pre- or post-exercise food, and its antioxidants made it easy to brand a superfood. That came with claims that it can solve all sorts of health issues, like
obesity, type 2 diabetes,
What?
coronary heart disease,
Stop.
strokes, hypertension, high risk for COVID-19,
Stop.
sexual
Bro, the Brazilians are trolling. The Brazilians are trolling, bro. There's no way. It does everything, bro. It makes your dick grow 2 inches too. It tans you. It tans you too. It tans you too, bro. Come on.
nutritionists say this narrative has been
What the
blown out of
fuck?
proportion.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah.
One food can't do that, can it? No, of course not.
Nonetheless, Americans were hooked and made all kinds of acai bowls, mixing in fruit, granola, honey. and
Also,
milk.
bro, dude, antioxidants, your body can't store it. So whatever you consume as antioxidants today is what you use today. Like the antioxidants, because they oxidize, you know, they get used super fast. So why the fuck are you eating a massive fucking bowl? You know what I mean? Like you don't need that much antioxidants, dude. Like,
But
come
it's
on,
a far
stop.
cry from the culture of the people who have eaten it for much longer. Indigenous people living in the Amazon have harvested and consumed
These
acai
people,
for
bro.
centuries, maybe even millennia, and it's still a staple food in the daily diet of people in Pará.
Oh,
who eat it
that's,
fresh with savory
cheese.
meals. Lucas was 12 when he started.
Why the
eating
fuck is he
acai.
smiling so much when he's
Still
going up?
does,
Bro,
36 years old.
why is he laughing? Look at him. Yo, why is he laughing? Look at him, look at him, look at him, look at him. Look at his mouth, look at his mouth, look at his mouth. He's like, yeah. He's high. Look at him. Why is he so happy?
Aí eu tirava pro meu consumo, da meu pai. Então eu acharia que ele não tinha
Why is he so
condição de
happy?
bancar, né? E aí comecei a apanhar o açaí, né? Pra me manter, pra minha roupa, era sorteio.
He's so happy.
Sapato.
In recent years, acai has also made headlines in American and Brazilian media for reports of
Small
children working in the
children.
industry. But farmers like
Hey,
Lucas say
hey, hardworking kids. That's pretty based. No, child labor isn't. Child labor isn't a joke.
it's always been this way.
I want to laugh so hard, dude. Ah, I want to laugh so much, dude. I want to laugh so much. I'm not laughing because of the kids. Okay, I'm not laughing because of the kids having to work. Okay, I'm laughing because these people, okay, these people who are on Twitter, all right, these people who are on Twitter the whole time saying, you know, all this bullshit, you know what I mean? These people, they're the ones consuming these balls. They're the ones fucking eating the avocado toast, bro. They're the ones enslaving children. They're the ones fucking paying the narco for the fucking avocado, bro. The same people that are posting on Twitter. Oh my god, man. What the fuck, dude? The irony, man. The irony.
And that it's normal for everyone in the family to help out and learn the trade.
É uma cultura, porque vai passando de pai para filho, de avô para neto.
And it depends how young, right? Like,
nowadays, Lucas owns this land along with 55 other
also
families.
depends. If the kid is working
These
by
kinds of
just
settlements
grabbing
are called
things and throwing them,
quilombos, or a quilombola
he's not really
community.
working.
And many
If
of
the
them
kid
are
is like
centuries.
7 years old and climbing, bro, come on. Like, oh my god, I could have... Yo, why don't they release them and train them to hunt for Açaí, bro? Then you don't need kids or Brazilians, right? You can actually just have monkeys that go up there, bring them down.
They were
Fixed.
established
Problem
by
fixed.
enslaved
And
African
they don't even need to pay the monkeys, bro. Oh my god, that's an idea for you boys. That's an
African
idea.
descendants who ran away into the
They can
jungle
climb
and started
trees.
communities like this to survive. Many learned from indigenous people how to harvest and process native foods, including acai. The Brazilian government estimates there are nearly 6,000 quilombola communities in the country. And a 2013 study found
Damn,
roughly
dude.
75% still lived in extreme poverty.
Mas é uma
It's always like that, dude.
comunidade rica, né? A gente se diz assim pobre, mas se torna rico, né? De espírito.
See, that's always the issue, right? Like, that's always the issue. You know, it's weird, bro. It's weird because some of these like poor communities are really happy, dude. Some of these like poor communities are really happy because they maintain their tradition. You know, they're very family based. They're very community based. And the world sees them as poor. And I wish they had, but I don't know, man. I don't know if that life is better than the life people want you to have. You know what I mean? I guess if you're one of those kids who wants out, that life is not good. But I think that life would be very good for a lot of people, man. You know, I think this kind of life would actually be quite good for people. I don't like that they get completely exploited, right? If they got paid more and maybe had more options, that might be better. But sometimes, man, more options is not better. Sometimes more options is more confusion, more complications, you know? More money, more problems, like they say. But I wish they at least had the chance, man. It's good that they have that outlook on life, though.
Lucas's acai
They look
is
really
grown
happy.
alongside different native trees and plants.
But, I mean, this is a snapshot, right?
Larger
5 minutes.
monoculture plantations that produce more fruit are on the rise. The amount of land used for these plantations has more than tripled since 2006.
A gente trata como sistemas homogêneos muito frágeis,
Yeah.
né? De pouca resiliência.
These plantations are often located far away from
Yeah,
floodplains
those
where
plantations
acai
always
trees
get fucked.
naturally thrive. That means big producers have to irrigate their acai trees, while farmers like Lucas rely on natural seasonal flooding from the nearby river.
Isso sem falar no problema da biodiversidade por inteiro, né? Se você, enfim, transforma a Amazônia em plantios.
Some small producers have also been favoring acai trees over others, which could become an
It's the
issue
same
in
with
the long
palm
run.
trees. Same issue.
And experts worry that as acai's popularity continues to grow, the
Bro,
cultural
I
traditions of
swear it's the Twitter people. It's the Twitter people, bro. It's the palm oil that those women use, bro. And it's the fucking acai that they eat. And it's the avocado toast, bro. Eliminate these people and there are no issues in the world. You know what I mean? That's 3 issues. 1 people, bro. The Twitter people.
raw and
What the
Amazon
fuck?
could be lost.
Tendendo a transformar o açaí numa commodity.
Isso é ruim. Aí tudo depende da escala, porque, né? Enfim, não interessa. A qualidade é pouco, mas tem qualidade.
He's passionate.
É isso que interessa.
Açaí is something Lucas and many people here take pride in.
Esse aqui é o processo do nosso açaí para o nosso consumo local.
Water? Okay. Oh, so he's got a small processor.
Isso. Olha aí, a gente bota um pouquinho de farinha aqui dentro, né, do açaí.
Oh, that's flour, dude.
Um pedacinho dele aqui, um pouco do feijão, um pouco do arroz.
What's up, Joker?
Aqui.
Oh, bro, that looks so good. That looks so
Um
good.
pouquinho do açaí. Então experimente como nós, para vocês sentirem o sabor do nosso açaí paraense.
That looks good, bro. That looks good.
Puro. E vocês vão ver a delícia que é o nosso açaí. Obrigado.
Morning, Joker. Bro. Okay. Oh. They use sugar. 75-year-old man climb Açaí. Jesus Christ. Well, watch this one now. I like this one, bro. Yeah, that's okay. Dude, whenever I see whenever I see like poor people's food, bro, it looks so good. Whenever I've seen like we've seen a couple of the meals from the guys in like Africa and shit, right? Like these poor communities, bro. The food always looks amazing. I don't know what it is. It always looks amazing and it's always really well served. You know what I mean, bro? Like, whenever you go to a restaurant, dude, sometimes they don't feed you properly, bro. They'll give you like a shit ton of carbs and they give you very little like protein, bro. In these poor places, they're like, oh, you want more protein? Oh, here you go. Here you go.
Is coming to America.
Like I saw one from this place in Africa. I can't remember. Bro, this guy looks like the fucking devil. Am I wrong? Holy fuck. Bro, I saw this place in Africa and it was like a fish. It was a fish soup. But it was fish with this much water, dude. It was so much fucking fish. I was shocked. I was like, what the fuck is this? This isn't fish soup. Fish soup that I know has like one fish or two fish, bro. That shit had thousands. The actual devil, look at this.
Go ahead and ignore me, skip this ad, but I can promise you what's coming next to America could change everything you know about making money. If you own regular stocks, you're in for a big surprise. I spent
What if I'm
15 years
Paul?
on Wall Street, where I helped create the entire stock rating system. I've met everyone from Jim Cramer to Martha Stewart. But for the first time ever, I'm posting the biggest prediction.
Oh my god, the first time ever? I don't give a fuck, bitch. Fuck you, pussy. You ruined the world. Get fucked.
Most expensive items, we uncovered a trove of hidden treasures from the ocean.
Bro, but it's
From
ridiculous.
stone claws to sea urchins, Japanese eel to gooseneck barnacles. Join us as we revisit what makes these seafoods so expensive. First, we're traveling to an eel farm in Japan to see why a kilogram of baby eels can cost around $35,000.
They slime me. What the fuck are they eating?
The most expensive fish in Japan.
Bro, this is actual sewer runoff. Actual, what comes out of the fucking the city shit. They're eating the city shit. It looks cute. Bro, look how cute it is. Wait, hold on, it's so cute. Look at it, look at it, look at it. Hold on. Look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it, bro. Look at it. Look at this one, look at this one, look at this one.
This is the most expensive fish.
Wait, I want to see it again. Look at it, bro. Oh my god, look at how cute it is. Look at
This is the most expensive fish in Japan. In January 2018,
Oh, the
a kilogram
tiny.
of these baby eels cost around $35,000.
Ah, what is that, bro?
That's more than bluefin tuna, and almost as much as the price of gold at the time.
What?
But catching these eels is just the beginning. It can take a year of work until they're large enough to be
What
sold.
is that? What is that? I'm more interested in the food than the eels. I'm more interested in what that thing is. Bro, why do they...
People in Japan have eaten eel for...
Bro, why do they alinity the fish? Look at this. Fuck you, fish. Fuck you, fish. Oh my god.
Have eaten eel for thousands of years. Restaurants like this can sell 40 to 50 tons of eel each year. Japanese eel, or Japan, can be found in Southeast Asia.
Fuck.
But overfishing and changing habitats have caused a huge decline in eel populations.
What are they eating?
Since 1980, the global catch of eel has declined by more than 75%, which has
Oh,
had
wow.
a huge effect on price.
近年はとにかくその一年一年のうなぎの仕入れの価格差が非常にすごくて、平気で去年の3倍。
Tripled compared to that? What? Oh, so it's very volatile. Very volatile. It's basically like
Young
Bitcoin.
eels called glass eels are caught in the wild and raised on farms like this.
How do you catch that thing?
No farms have been able to efficiently breed the eels.
I'm sorry, how do you catch this? How do you catch that? It's tiny. It's actually tiny. How do you catch this? Show me. Show me. I wanna be shown. Show me.
No farms have been able to efficiently breed the eels in captivity.
Yeah, but you see how tiny they were?
Young eels to make a profit.
You'll just crush them. You'll just crush them.
まあ年によっても違いますけど、だいたい30トンぐらいですね。15万匹か16万匹ぐらいです。
Dude, imagine falling into that place and getting
Michio has been working as an eel farmer.
nibbled on by these eels.
うなぎの養殖に関してですけど、
Bro, imagine if you
強いとは思いませんし、何かそういった病気とか事故とかトラブルがあったらもう本当に 90% 以上のブドウマリ率は維持できません。そういった管理、日々の管理というのが非常に重要になってきています。
After the cost of the eels themselves, feeding them is the most expensive.
What is that?
2 to 3 times a day, workers feed eels this. It's a mixture of fish meal, wheat.
It's a standard American diet. This is what's inside your McDonald's burger. Dude, they feed them McDonald's patties.
Soybean meal.
Oh my god.
15万匹
Oh my god.
食べてくれるように努力しながら小さいうちに食べさせるっていうことところ
They must eat.
難しいですね。
Do they eat the same thing even when they're small? Oh, they had algae. They have a lot of algae.
最初はそこから始まりますので、その時期は非常に気を使いますね。もうその一つの池が何か事故とか何かあればもう全部終わってしまう。
I mean, the Japanese are very careful, bro. They're very careful. So, if I'm gonna trust the people,
workers unload the
they take a lot of pride in their art, in their job. Well, never mind. These guys don't give a fuck. these guys. Okay, maybe they do give a fuck.
Some of these eels will end up at restaurants like Sirugaya, which has been serving eel for over 150 years. That high demand is part of the reason young eels are so expensive.
Boys, one day we'll go there and we'll film it and we'll eat it and we'll get a review. One of these days. Soon, TM, soon.
うなぎのことわざっていうのがありまして、よく言われるのは串打ち3年、先8年。
Oh my god, bro, the Japanese and the fucking years. Why are they always like this, dude? This is just They always do this, bro. The Japanese always do this shit. Alright? With the fucking karate, they do the same shit, dude. They're always like, yeah, it takes you like, listen, hey, you want to be a sushi chef? Okay? That's actually 3 years of rice washing. Okay? Then 4 years of knife fucking work. Then 5 years of this. And by the time you're 60, then you can touch your first sushi. Right? Then you can start making the sushi. And by the time you're 105, then you can retire and you can die at 120. That's what they do, bro. It's just what they do. Yeah, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Workers prepare eel live to maintain.
That's so patient.
But this makes handling much more difficult. Workers remove the bones and cut eels to the proper size for the skewers.
4 years to skewer like that, bro. That guy don't give a fuck. Yo, thank you for the 5 sub. Zapelijo estar.
Monitored while it's cooking to achieve.
Tomariveo, hey bozo, doughboy, Nemo, Huertazo. Bro, I need a W emote. How do we make a W, bro?
Chefs steam, then grill each eel 3 times.
How do we make a W, boys?
Sauce between each grill.
That money, man. Bro, my L is like this, and my W is gonna be a cute W like this, like this.
Oh
wow.
Presented in a lacquer box with rice is called eel. It can cost up to $90 depending on the price of adult eel. If prices are too high, restaurants struggle to make a profit.
He said, I'm Chinese and I'm offended. Oh wow.
In Japan, eels are eaten year-round, but consumption peaks in the summer, and it's become a big part of some local economies. But the high demand has caused concern. In 2014, Japanese eels are classified as endangered.
That's what happens when you specialize.
Below domestic catch, the majority of eels eaten in Japan are imported from China and Taiwan.
You specialize too much, you can't switch jobs, dude. Like, you can't switch jobs. What's an abstraction? I mean, the government has to subsidize, right? Like,
there have been efforts to improve the eel population, like regulating fishing.
If so many people like depend on these kind of things, and with Japanese society, like the people do depend on these things, because like, bro, if it takes you 12 years to be a sushi master, why the fuck is this shit moving so much? If it takes you 12 years to be a sushi master and then there's no fish, what the fuck do you do? Right? You do nothing. If it takes you fucking 12 years to be a fucking skewer of these fucking eels, what the fuck do you do? Nothing. Nothing. You can't do shit. You can't become a sushi master. It takes you another 12 fucking years, buddy. You only live to 120, not to 140. GG. Right? So, the government has to subsidize this shit. Like, otherwise, the people die.
Releasing adult eels back into the water and researching how to hatch eels in farms. But the future of Japanese eels remains unclear, and the price is likely to increase with demand.
Right now, it's bothering me.
Stone crab claws are one of the priciest seafoods you can buy, and depending on their size, claws at a restaurant can cost as much as $70. But catching these crabs is hard work. Strangely enough, fishers can only harvest the claws from the crabs, while the bodies must be returned to the ocean. So what makes these claws so coveted? And why are they so expensive?
Imagine getting grabbed like 5 times in your life and getting an arm ripped out of you, bro.
The Bahamas and Mexico. And it's Florida where more stone crabs
and they catch you again and you fall on the same fucking trap.
Are markedly more expensive than other popular crabs. A pound of claws can cost 2 times the price of Alaskan snow crab legs. Part of what makes these crabs so costly is the labor-intensive process of catching them.
There's a nice crab.
By the way, men only job. Men only job. Men only stream.
You love Gantt charts?
Oh.
Here's how easily
that's the
you
women.
one and click it.
That's the women.
Let's map out the tasks for.
With limited time to harvest each year, his crew must start their days early, sailing out before the sun
This
rises.
shit's moving and it's bothering me, bro.
The process begins with dropping traps down to the ocean floor.
No longer.
This is probably the funnest part, you know. You get to be.
Oh my god, it's moving still. Okay, I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Whatever. Ignore it.
It's like dancing mariachi.
But plucking these claws can be a dangerous process.
The claws on an adult crab can have as much as 9,000 pounds of pressure per square inch. With the enormous pressure that's exerted, they could actually pop a finger off at the joint.
Oi!
Crabs, they have a mind of their own. You can easily get bit. You know, if you're not careful. I've only been bit maybe, say, 8 times in my day.
Only.
Claws in my day.
Wait, how long have you worked for? Oh, like 5 days. I've only been bit about 8 times in 5 days. Yeah. What, bro? Tell me how long you've been working at this. Come on.
They're pulled in by a rope. Then each one must.
Tell me once a year.
We come back in a couple of weeks, and then got a couple in the trap. We're gonna pull them out. We're gonna pop their claws and hope for a good day.
Crews break off the claws quickly
Aye.
so they don't keep the crabs out of water for too long. But even if a trap is full of crabs, Kevin can't necessarily take every claw.
Yeah,
The state
the small
requires
ones,
all
right?
harvested claws to be at least 2 7/8
Yeah.
inches long. Crabbers can legally break off both claws if they meet the required size.
But don't do that.
We measure them on the gauge, like that one.
Crabs are one of few animals that can regenerate. When a crab loses a claw, or 2...
Yeah, they do. No, they do. And they also, like, they don't get infected in that area. But, bro, yo, thank you for the bits, bro. But the thing is this, bro. If you remove both of its hands, now it can't fucking regen, bro. How the fuck is it gonna eat? Remove one only, bro. Come on. Don't do this shit to them.
On average,
You're fucking
crabs
yourself.
take up to 3 years to grow large enough to harvest again.
Oh,
which is why the state
wow.
requires that crabbers pay close attention to each claw's size. This
Bro!
ensures fishers don't remove one prematurely. But despite the claw's ability to regrow,
3
scientists
years.
question the sustainability of this system. The Florida Fish and Wildlife
Why do you remove both if it takes them 3 years, bro?
2% of crabs died from the
Yeah,
reaction of
obviously.
claws, while 23 to 59% died from the removal of one. That
Makes
compared to
sense.
Just 12.8% of crabs that died when no claws were
Makes
removed.
sense.
Crabs can also only regrow a claw if the joint that linked it is left intact. Otherwise, they'll bleed to death.
Oh, don't do that to it, bro. Just kill it
All
then.
the more important for preserving the fishery's future. Hiring
Wait,
enough
hold
people to
on.
make the operation
Let's do the math. Let's do the math.
claws.
Right, so that
23 to 59% died from the
82% die. 82% die and 59% die if you remove one claw. Damn, that's a really fucking high amount, bro. That one claw fucks them so much, right? It's a 36%, right? That first claw fucks them real hard, bro. Real hard. It's a 36% uptick, and then it's not a 36% uptick from here to here, right? Let's see, 6, that's 5, 3. Yeah, that first claw hurts them more.
That's compared to just 12.8% of crabs that died when no claws were removed. Crabs can also only regrow a claw if the joint that linked it is left intact. Otherwise, they'll bleed to death. This makes the way these claws are broken all the more important for preserving the fishery's future. Hiring enough people to make the operation run smoothly is another reason for the high price of these claws.
Damn, bro.
And then there's one other cost you'd never expect. Each trip requires 900 pounds of pig's feet for bait.
What the fuck?
And that's just about half of the total cost. Of
Why do they
a
eat
day.
pig's feet?
Normal running cost to go stone crabbing a day is about $1,100 to leave the dock.
$1,100.
Prices have gone up, fuel prices have gone up. You know, the transport prices have gone up.
Listen, I've changed my mind, bro. It's okay to kill the fucking crabs. They like feet. Fuck them. They're weirdos. Eat them.
After 10
remove
minutes,
both the
crew
claws.
must boil and ice their catch as soon as they return. Otherwise, the claws won't stay fresh. They finish the day by weighing each claw, which ultimately sets the final value.
Gracias, way. Thank you for the bits. Tell me.
At Billy's Stone Crab, restaurant prices range from $35 to $70 per pound.
We run about 4,000 pounds of stone crab through the restaurant each week. On a busy weekend, we sell 700 to 800 pounds of stone crab.
The most expensive order costs $140. The plate is made up of 4 7-ounce colossal claws, which yields just under 1 pound of crab meat. Fresh cooked claws sold on ice are less
That's a lot.
expensive, but even then, the mediums will cost you $29 per pound. Years ago, stone crabs weren't such valuable food. In the 1890s, they were nothing more than bycatch in spiny lobster traps. Fishers began to keep the crabs that fell into those traps, and by the late 20th century, the stone crab fishery had become one of the most valuable industries in Florida. Today, it's worth $30 million, and the prices of these claws aren't likely to drop anytime soon. Data from the FWC show the number of crabs caught each year has declined by 712,000 pounds. That's since peak harvest in the late 1990s.
I mean,
commercial harvesters have also started fishing farther offshore, pointing to a lesser number of crabs in the area. The FWC says both of these changes signify a threat of overfishing, and prices have gone up in order to keep the fishery profitable. To further protect the species' future, the FWC instated even stricter regulations last year. 2 changes include an increase in the minimum size of harvestable claws and cutting the fishing season short by 2 weeks. These limitations aren't likely to lower the cost of stone crab.
I mean,
but the goal is to help preserve them.
bro, but let's be honest.
For years to come.
You cut the season short, people will still go you cut the season short, so people will stop doing 8-hour work days and they'll start doing like 12 hours. You know what I mean? Like they'll compensate as much as they can.
One crab I remember.
Like people will compensate as much as they can.
Bunch of diamonds and it was just.
I don't think that's that effective, you know?
About 20,000 pounds of sea urchins are delivered to this Santa Barbara factory each week. But it's not until you
Those are Mexicans.
Shells that you see what makes sea urchins so valuable.
I'm pretty sure those are Mexican.
The gonads.
Hey, what?
One 200-gram tray of urchin gonads like this costs $100.
Why do people eat urchin balls?
5 times that. Sea urchins are one of the few seafoods still hand-harvested by divers today. And in recent years...
That happens in Baja California, Mexico. They do that. Oh my god. Yeah, see?
So why are there so many urchins? And how, despite this seemingly huge supply, are they still so expensive?
Yeah.
Sea urchin...
Yeah, and we sell them to the Japanese.
...delicacy in several parts of the world. Today,
Mexicans don't really eat them.
Are often served in sushi, and even right out of the shell. Hundreds of urchin species exist, but only a select few are coveted food.
Bro, what the
including
fuck?
The red sea urchin here in Santa Barbara. Known as California gold, these gonads are prized because they're large, buttery, and sweet from the kelp they eat. To find gonads like this, divers need to collect individual sea urchins.
Balls, bro. Urchin balls.
Michael Robertson has been diving for urchins for 15 years. He starts his days early, sailing out before the sun rises. It takes him and his crew about 2.5 hours to...
Bro, that seems like a good life. I'm not gonna lie.
That little island up there?
You're out there in the water, you dive.
That's called B-Rock. That's where we're going. So all this green...
I've never eaten caviar. I know, I think I have actually. But not like the good one.
That lets us know it's not sand and it's just not bare rock. If there's vegetation, maybe there's urchins.
Michael looks for abundant kelp forests.
Yeah, gonads is like, yeah, it's either ovaries or like
More
testicles.
kelp typically means better quality
Gracias, perro.
2010 on a good day.
Yeah, like the reproductive organs.
2,000 pounds a day of good quality sea urchins. Now the divers are typically coming in with about 300 to 500 pounds a day, so a quarter of the amount.
Oh, it's a huge difference.
Surprisingly, parts of California's seabeds are full of urchins.
if they wanted to, they could still bring in 2,000 pounds a day.
Oh.
There's a lot of sea urchins out there.
But they don't want to.
There's a lack of kelp. So even if you bring in 2,000 pounds, if they're not marketable, then we don't harvest them.
Okay.
If you want to compare how it was to how it is, this was solid kelp from here all the way in, all the way down.
Yeah, the fish eggs, yes.
Just little pockets.
No, they're not. Oh, no. Caviar is not fish ovaries. They're fish eggs. The fish eggs. No, fish ovaries. Right? It's a little bit different.
That lack of kelp impacts the value of red sea urchins. It also strains the ocean's ecosystem and the species that rely on kelp forests for habitat. Along with warming waters and pollution in recent decades, a certain sea urchin is to blame. Sea urchins can survive for years without eating, even without gonads. And after the decline of sea stars, one of its predators, in 2013,
what?
The purple sea urchin population exploded, consuming more than 95% of California's kelp.
Bro, so fish more of them.
Purple
Get rid of them.
are smaller and produce fewer gonads, so there's little commercial demand for them.
Oh my
As
god.
purple urchins multiply and eat more kelp, red urchins with good gonads
Kill
become
them,
harder
bro.
to
Just
find.
eat them. You can make people eat them.
Finding the right spot to dive is just the first challenge. Getting your hands on these spiky creatures is the main one.
Some people wonder if sea urchin diving is a dangerous occupation. It
Oh.
can be as dangerous as you allow it. If you don't keep really tight tabs on your gear and the mechanics of your boat,
Yeah, you'll get
it
stuck.
can easily kill you.
To make the job easier,
How?
Michael and his partner Fred need specific tools.
So this is the one essential piece of equipment
How?
everybody has to have. It's called a rake. It's custom made. Everybody's has their own take on how they like to have it done.
Mm.
I've got all these fancy colors on mine because if I ever drop it, I'll be able to see it on the bottom. And my daughter loves putting the tape on it.
Oh, that's such a okay, yeah. I mean, that's as good an answer as any, right?
Once they're suited up, Michael and Fred head to the bottom.
Why is it all colorful? Because I want it to be. Fuck it. Because why
Even
not?
with the proper gear, a good dive is never a guarantee.
Bro, but listen, like, okay, listen. If you need to hunt the pink one, okay? No, if you need to hunt the red one, okay? And then the other one is fucking up the kelp, bro, fish the other one too. Okay, I don't know, do something with it, bro. You use it for fucking feed for animals. Use it for, I don't know, you can find a way, man, but take them out. If no starfish are killing it, you kill it, bro. You affect it. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure they can be like, okay, guys, what can we make? We're gonna make something with these other ones, right? And start killing them. They can make something. There's always something you can do. Make it food for animals, make it... I don't know, dude.
There are only about 5 gonads inside each urchin. And without enough kelp for the urchins to feed on, the gonads start to shrivel up. In some cases, an urchin will be totally empty inside.
What?
We do crack urchins on the bottom so that we can see what we're picking, if there's enough product inside, and what the color's like inside.
To make things more challenging, Michael can only harvest urchins at least 3 1/4 inches in size.
You
Oh, they're
can't
moving,
pick
dude.
empty urchins. So there's a lot more empty urchins than there is beautiful, packed urchins that you want to sell. Depending on what they're eating, depends on the grade of the urchins.
Oh.
We got lucky on that one.
Wow.
After a 12-hour day to the
I'm hungry now, bro.
Michael returns with 750 to 900 pounds of urchins. The shelf life of fresh urchins is short, so they need to be delivered to processors that same night. By 4 a.m., Gene Damachi's team is already cracking and cleaning each one by hand.
And today we probably have about 10,000 sea urchins to go through.
Oof.
The gonads are extremely fragile, and they only stay fresh for about a week.
Oh, I mean, that's
each urchin down the middle to avoid
a week is a good amount.
gonads inside.
Week is a
Then
good
it's
amount.
time for one of the most crucial parts of this process, cleaning the gonads. This stage requires sharp attention to detail. If workers don't totally remove the intestines inside the urchin,
It goes bad.
gonads degrade faster.
Yeah.
And if any of the gonads rip during this process, they immediately drop in value.
The gonad breaks, then it drops a grade or two. And when it goes from an A++ grade and we have to drop it down to B grade, the value is...
Yeah, the Japanese care a lot about quality.
Workers then sort the gonads by color, making sure each tray has a uniform shade of yellow or orange.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of the same as a ball.
They use tweezers to inspect each gonad again.
Hey, it looks the
and then
same.
remove any remaining kelp, shells, or spines. The most valuable gonads make up the A++ grade. Gene sells a 200-gram premium tray like this for $100. These uni are bright yellow or orange and come only from the sweeter male urchins. They're primarily sent to restaurants. But Gene doesn't come by this quality of gonad often. He typically only finds one premium gonad out of every 100 urchins. Sea urchin gonads weren't always valuable food in the US, particularly in the 70s, just before Gene's father opened Tradewind.
The government
1%.
asked the divers, the local divers, to smash them, kill them at the time, until a Japanese person came along and said, no, this is actually a delicacy in Japan. And after many trials and errors, you know, we also found out that Santa Barbara sea urchin is actually really, really good, like one of the best in the world.
Fuck you, pussy.
Santa Barbara urchin was traditionally shipped to Japan until economic collapse stalled things in the mid-90s. Fortunately for Gene's family and other US producers, a sushi boom took off in the US around the same time.
Those of us that was able to make the transition from the Japanese market into the US domestic market survived at the time.
Today, Gene ships his product across the US.
Uni is one of the few seafood out there that they really haven't perfected farming yet. Until somebody figures that out, uni is probably going to be a limited, highly sought
resource.
This ultimately raises the price of rare premium gonads.
This year, we're actually seeing a good quality, high quality uni that we haven't seen in about a decade. We're seeing a lot more colder waters. We're starting to see kelp grow back where it hasn't grown back in the last 10 years.
After a difficult decade, things might be looking up for red sea urchins and the kelp they depend on. Stevie Dennis is harvesting a cluster of gooseneck barnacles, one of the most expensive
I wasn't
in
ungrateful.
the world.
I'll talk about it in a
Pound
bit.
can cost over $100 in Spain and Portugal, where the barnacles are considered a delicacy. That's about 7 times the price of some Maine lobster.
People eat that?
But getting your hands on these barnacles is harder than it seems.
Hold on, Shadows, I'll talk about
the
that.
The job comes with serious risks, and even the possibility of death. So why are gooseneck barnacles so difficult to harvest? And is this what makes them so expensive?
How the fuck are you gonna die from that?
Gooseneck barnacles, also known in Europe as
I can see yourself cutting something,
long,
but
fleshy stalk called a peduncle, which holds the highly sought-after meat you can eat. People say it tastes like lobster, crab, or clam.
So
they grow in intertidal zones.
So why don't you just eat lobster, bro? What the fuck?
Including in Spain.
Or clam, or crab.
People die trying to harvest them each year.
What?
They also grow here, off the coast of Vancouver Island.
Oh look!
The danger of
Johnny harvests these.
Before Stevie and his partner Jordan even reached the small rock island where the barnacles grow. A 15-minute boat ride off the coast starts off smooth. But wait a little longer and the waves will be thrusting high as Stevie attempts to make the leap from the boat onto the rocks.
And what they got?
He's only able to harvest at low tide, when he can access the rocks. He can harvest only as long as the tide will allow him, which is just a few hours a day. Outside of this limited window, the barnacles are covered by water and too dangerous to harvest.
It's not like you have a full 8-hour window to go harvest as many goosenecks as you can. You have this very short window and you're gonna try and capitalize on that.
I see.
It's essential for Stevie to do the job fast, but carefully. He harvests while constantly checking the tide. One slip and the waves could take him under.
I see.
It just boils down to skilled labor.
He gets washed away.
It's not a job that anyone can do, especially when you're working with a small team of people. You want to have full trust that both individuals can drive a vessel, both individuals can harvest.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, why doesn't he have a vest? But he does.
To add to the risks, the most prized barnacles thrive in the most dangerous spots on the island.
Yeah, on the where the water hits, right?
These ones are denser and packed with meat, and they grow on the edge of the rocks.
Yeah, obviously.
Where the waves are constantly thrashing against them.
Makes sense.
The barnacles here must feed more often so they can grow bigger to withstand the surf, which is how they're able to cling more tightly to the rocks.
Dude, imagine trying to pull one of those things and then like slicing your finger on them. Oh, fuck. Fuck, because they don't look like, they look quite sharp, you know, like the rock.
Actually difficult to remove. Stevie uses a leaf spring tool to pry out clumps of gooseneck barnacles.
My uncle gave it to me. He used to harvest goosenecks.
And then he just pulls it.
Sometimes he uses his hands to pull them out one by one. While worrying about his own safety, Stevie must also be careful with how he harvests the barnacles. Harvesters try to avoid taking or harming other organisms attached to the barnacles, and they take extra care not to damage the gooseneck barnacle itself, since slicing through it will automatically lower its value. Marketable barnacles will have a hard white plate at the end that's about 15 to 30 millimeters long. The peduncle should be between 20 and 80 millimeters.
The dunkel.
At each harvest site in Vancouver, less than 10% of the barnacles will be considered marketable.
I want some with length, you know? It's like, picture a forest. The further you go in and find where the trees are a little bit more protected, the top of the tree is where you're gonna find the branches, and they're gonna have long trunks. So that's the meat that you eat.
As plentiful as this rock island
you can't eat
there's a limit to how many barnacles Stevie can take.
The rock part.
Once fishers harvest 7.5% of the marketable gooseneck barnacles from a rock, that rock will be closed for 6 months to prevent overharvesting.
How the fuck do you know what 7.5% is, though?
Stevie and Jordan return, they transport the barnacles to local restaurants. In Vancouver, they're delivered fresh, since the barnacles degrade rapidly. And if frozen, they'll lose much of their texture and flavor when thawed.
Oh, wow,
making
so
them
just...
less valuable.
Say for salmon, you can serve fresh salmon and then you can freeze it and then you can smoke it, and you can push the longevity of that product.
So literally they fish it and they sell it to you.
Like that.
That's good.
Nice and fat. Yeah, that's what I was
That's what she said, yeah, it's
The
nice and
barnacles are
fat.
graded on an A, B, and C scale, based on how much meat they hold.
Your A's are going to be aesthetically quite pleasing, very full.
They all look horrible.
Firmness of meat.
Grades aside, 1.5 to 2 pounds of gooseneck barnacles will typically only yield just over half a pound of meat.
I want to prepare them as cleanly as possible, which means you can taste all of the flavor that's inside. And for me, it tastes like the ocean. That looks like the head of a dinosaur, doesn't it?
And that's good?
I always call them dinosaur toes.
It tastes like the ocean, yo, this bitch drinking water out of the
Barnacles
ocean.
have long been a traditional source of food for the members of the Nuchano First Nation.
Canadians, bro, Canadians.
Today, Stevie hopes to sell gooseneck barnacles for $20 a pound. That's about $6 more than the cost per pound of hard-shell lobster. But in places like Spain
Yeah, but it's
and
hot, though.
Portugal, percebes are considered a delicacy, which is why they can cost even more, sometimes over $100 per pound. Prices are especially high in the summer and around the holidays, when the people there eat percebes most often. As gooseneck barnacles pop up in more high-end restaurants in Canada and the US,
Bro, it's not that worth
demand
it.
could grow in that region of the world. But for now, the value of this crustacean is clear enough to the locals in Vancouver.
People will say, what does it taste like? Is it like a crab, like a shrimp, like a lobster? I guess. Maybe you could say that, but I look forward to the day when we say, oh, the crab and the lobster is a little bit like a gooseneck barnacle.
So you paid so much for this thing that tastes just like crab. What the fuck is wrong with you? Bro, what the why? I'll try them, but if it tastes like crab, what's the issue? Also, Shadows, you say I was ungrateful with John yesterday, buddy. I've never been ungrateful with John. I've never been ungrateful with John. He might have felt sometimes that I've been ungrateful. I've always been super thankful of everything he's done for me. Like, I sent him a message, dude. And we're good. I sent him a message on the Discord. And we're good. We're good, right? There's no issue there. It was a miscommunication thing. I'm not gonna abandon Johnny, dude. No matter what. Like, that guy helped me so much. Just from the simple fact, not even the raids, not even the bring me on the shows. The simple fact when, after he met me, he said, hey, you've got... Right? He said, hey, that kid's got a lot more potential than just chemistry. Just for that sentence alone, right? Just for that one time that I was on, I will always appreciate him. I'm not an ungrateful person. Alright? Now, when I said that even when his stream was dying, that hit him hard. I didn't mean to attack him like that. What I meant to say is, I don't know if you guys remember, but in December there was a moment when he left. Right? What I was trying to say is like, bro, I haven't been ungrateful. I've been super grateful. I've been so grateful that I have like had opportunities to go somewhere else, and I've stayed in your show because of how much like I appreciate you and how much I appreciate your people. Right? That's what I was trying to say. When I said even when it was dying, I meant in that day. I didn't mean, you know what I mean? I didn't mean like, oh yeah, your stream. Yeah, even when your stream's dying, like, bro, but like you'll see me when he has like 600 people, or no matter the amount of viewers, if there's a show, I'll try to come on, right? I'm eternally grateful with him, man. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. It was a miscommunication thing. Like it was literally a miscommunication thing. Right? He was, he was feeling a certain way yesterday. And it was just miscommunication, buddy. Like, I've never been ungrateful, dude. I'm not an ungrateful person. I'm very thankful of everything that's happened on the stream. And, I'm very thankful of you people watching and everything. Like, So, yeah, like, you got to understand, man. Like, sometimes streamers get into, like, this mental state. Right? And, like... We try to communicate, and sometimes we miscommunicate, No, I know he doesn't think I'm ungrateful, bro. I sent him a message on Discord, and we're good. We're really good. He's still my buddy, dude. Like, we're good. There's no issue there. There's no drama, right? Like, there's literally no drama. There's no drama between John and I, and there won't be drama between Johnny and I. He's a good guy. But listen.